Hey Sandra, happy Friday. It's Latrina. As promised, here's your free video showing some things that you might be able to do to boost your online presence. If you read my email, you know I'm not selling in the video. As you know, we believe givers gain, right? So this is a custom video for you, hoping to bring value and service to your business. But if it's not too ridiculous to ask, please let me know what you thought, just so that I can get feedback and improve these videos as I make them. So what I'm going to cover in your video is content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements. I'll go over your company's online presence and make any recommendations that I see that could help you to boost your business. So content is anything on your website. It's the words, the images, the videos, and you want to have a sufficient amount of content so that you can entice Google to frequent your website and grab all of the keywords to describe all of the wonderful things you do. Ideally, your homepage should have at least 1,500 words and at least 500 on your back pages. You also want to make sure you have a sufficient amount of citations on the internet. And these are directory listings like in Yelp or Google. It's just your business name, your address, and your phone number. Very short and sweet, but these are actually very important. This is how Google determines businesses that are legitimate and which ones to rank and how to rank them. And then finally, backlinks are the placement of your website address onto other websites. So if you think about like your Facebook page, Yelp, LinkedIn, any of these are considered backlinks because they're directing traffic away from those sites and onto your website. And the more backlinks you have, the more popular your website actually becomes. In fact, Google uses the number of backlinks a company has to determine trustworthiness. So you always want to be adding backlinks whenever you can, just so that your popularity ranking is high. So let's jump over to Google for a moment. So as you know, when people are doing an organic keyword search, they usually type in the services or products that they're looking for, right? And then the location. So in this case, I typed in roofing contractors for Frederick, Maryland, and this is what we were presented with. So initially, usually at the top of the page, you'll see advertisements. Advertisements are a good supplement to any marketing plan, but something that I always caution business owners to know is that a lot of people these days have ad blockers on their computers. So for them, they won't see any of these. So I like to show people things they can do organically to improve their online presence. So the prime real estate area, as you might know, is this area called the map pack. And this is where Google lists the 3 businesses who they perceive to be the top ranking ones. And in this case, this is who Google has ranked for roofing contractors in Frederick, Maryland. And then further on the page, Google continues to rank businesses based on factors like content, backlinks, and citations, and other things as well. The goal should always be to get your business listed somewhere in the first 3 pages. As people move further away from those pages, they don't really tend to look at those pages very often. You sort of lose visibility the further away you are. So I always encourage people to do whatever they can to try to get in those first 3 pages, and ideally here in this map pack area. So let's jump over to your website. So first of all, your website is very eye-catching, very professional. I love how you tied into Frederick. Very pleasing to look at. The one thing I would recommend is if you have opportunity to add more content. I know it seems like a whole lot to be adding content, but it's not necessarily for your viewers. It's for Google. And they really do place high emphasis on how much content a website has. A website that has a lot of content is perceived to be the expert in their field, according to Google. They will also frequent your website more often to stay abreast of what you're doing, to stay current. And it gives you more opportunities to tell them what it is you do, right? And it gives you more room to put keywords on your page. Because you're not ranking for a whole lot of keywords right now. And some of the keywords that you're missing are actually being used by competitors. So I would recommend more content just so that you can start adding more keywords to your list. Okay, and I'll go into more detail in a little bit. But otherwise, your website, as far as a website design, looks very good. There's just some things that you can do with your SEO. And actually, let me jump over there. I'm sorry if I'm making you dizzy for scrolling so quickly. I'm sorry. But let's jump over to your data. So right now, I see like your backlinks are starting to dwindle. And if you remember, backlinks are very important as far as the measurement of popularity and trustworthiness. So at one time you had 470 backlinks and you're down to 94. So you always want to be getting more backlinks out there. The same with your referring domains. Although these were always kind of low, but it still is dropping a little bit. You have probably a little more than half right now. But if we compare you to one of the top competitors, PJ's Roofing, you can see that his website is getting considerably more traffic than yours. You can see if your line is the blue line at the bottom where you're getting like 30s and 40s. Actually, in this period here, it was pretty busy for you at the beginning of summer. And then it's kind of tapered off a little bit, but you can see theirs has been consistently high since April to current. And some of the things that you can do is definitely start ranking more for keywords that they are. So you're only ranking for 6 keywords right now. If we look at PJ's, they're ranking for 138 keywords. I'm going to give you some examples of the keywords that they are ranking for. So they have roofing Frederick, roofers Frederick, 400 people search that every month, 350 search that every month, 350 search that. Some of these are not buyer intent, like PJ Roofing. Those are people who already know them and are going to their website. So I wouldn't count those so much, but Frederick, Maryland roofers, 350 people search that. Roof Frederick, Maryland, 350, 19. Frederick MD roof, 350. So you can see, compared to the keywords that you have, they have significantly more. And so I would encourage you to have your guys add more keywords, try to get your content beefed up and Google optimized so that you can start. Because right now, if we're really honest, the only 2 buyer intent keywords that you have are these 2 here. These other ones don't really count because these are people who are searching for your service. They already know you. You're trying to build your business and get new clients, right? So these would be the only 2 buyer intent keywords that you actually have right now. So I would and you're ranking 73 and 88. So you're way down on the list as far as popularity for even those 2 keywords. So I would definitely just try to get more content, try to get some more keywords so that you can start eventually over time ranking for those keywords that people are actually typing in. And remember, these are all things that people are typing in here. So the more matches you have for what people are actually searching, the more opportunity you have for your business to actually pop up as a search result when people are searching for those things. All right, so I am going to end it here. I hope you found this helpful. Of course, you know how to reach me if you have questions or if I was rambling and something I said didn't make sense. I can clarify anything for you whenever you have a moment or need a moment with me. Just let me know, okay? Otherwise, let me know what you thought. Give me some feedback so I can continue to make these valuable to the business owners who receive them. Thank you, Sandra. Have an awesome Friday. And of course, you know I'm always rooting for you and your business. Bye-bye.